to Positive Atheism English channel. Today I am going to present you the book on Thoughts of Periyar compiled by Dr. K. Veeramani, second part of Buddhism. Looked at heaven with naked eyes. Buddha preached to people 2500 years ago to suit the people then. The wisdom of the people has its limits. What was said then cannot all be 100% true today or 100% applicable today. To take the Buddha word for word today is, to my mind, another form of astikam. People looked at the heavens then with naked eyes and could know only broad features. Today we see through powerful telescopes and examine the black spots on the sun. To believe only in what the ancient knew is to limit human creative intelligence and purposeful progress. Aryanism made the country barbaric. It would be true to Buddhism to assert that knowledge improves with advancing times and that we must adjust our ideas in relation to the progress made. Sticking to old ideas as the final word is to betray intellectual backwardness and stop all advance. Buddha arose at a time when Aryanism had made the country a primitive barbaric land. The men who wrote the Shastras and Puranas were intelligent in their own way to suit their imperialist, colonialist tendencies. The good of the masses was never their concern. The Shastras and Puranas prove the point beyond doubt. Thiruvalluvar and his limitations. I have great respect for Thiruvalluvar, but he has his limitations. Even the greatest work of the olden days could not exceed the available intellect of the day or the progress then achieved by mankind. To say therefore that everything is said by the rishis or the Buddha or Thiruvalluvar is the last word would be incorrect. Yet we honor Buddha and Thiruvalluvar for the reason that it was possible for them and they had courage to expound a rationalist approach to religion and society at a time when people were barbaric and the majority of the populace serving as slaves for the benefit and comfort of an infinitely small class of citizens. Our religionists will believe and shout about the fantastic nonsense found in the Puranas. Yet when something about actual history is told to them, they do not hesitate to reply, do not believe in what the white man has written about India. There are people who dishonestly speak against their own conscience, and the populace they contact are devoid of all powers of thinking. In the name of religion and the God, the religionists have learned to wobble anything they like, and it is immaterial to them whether there is any correlation with truth or history. Religion therefore reduces itself to superstition. Puranas dated after Buddha. While stating that the story written by the Britishers must be disbelieved, the Bharati Vidya Bhavan keeps on writing about the silly Puranas and the undemocratic Shastras. Mr. Munshi was the head of it. Dr. Radhakrishnan and a millionaire Birla are important members in it. They have produced a book on the Vedic age and Mr. Munshi has a great part in it. Even there, it has been said in the foreword, the ancient days were barbaric. The Puranas and the Itihasas are not history and they do not record the happening of the period. It is all imaginations. The word Vaishya means story writer. The Puranas entered the people's heads and started to rule them. And what was the cause of our difficulties? More than 75% of the Puranas are stated to date after Buddha. To counter the rationalist teaching of the Buddha, the Puranic rishis wrote the stories about the avatars, the chief of which is that of Krishna, to divert the people and attract them to Brahmanism. Having done this much, divinity was also added to it and Bhagavad Gita was written and added on to the Mahabharata at a much later period. Thank you.
Please download Samaram multi-channel app and watch your favorite channels from your mobile. App available on Google Play Store and subscribe to the channels. For more videos, please subscribe to this channel Positive Atheism and activate the bell icon.